Hi. uh, oh, I have actually seen that, Nero. Someone made some prank caramel apples, and instead of an apple in the center, it was an onion. Oh, that must have been vile, but yeah, I can definitely appreciate a prank that doesn't actually, hurt someone. Although I guess some people do have an allergy to onion. Mm. Anyway, hello, 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 and welcome in. And welcome to the middle of the week. I hope it's been treating you well so far. Um, I know I have been productive in ways that my boss doesn't appreciate, so it's a good week. um, Mostly, it usually comes down to a case of it's like I you're on this team to be a developer, and everyone keeps asking you to do release management stuff like you used to do before you joined my team. And I look at him and say, yes, yes, everyone is asking that of me, including our own team. So I do it. Someone needs to do it. No one else wants to do it. I'm happy to do it. I excel at it. So, yeah. Too many Twitch tabs open and your PC's going to explode. Switch away from Chrome. That might help. Actually, I need to take my own advice / Rayu's advice, and change out of Chrome as well. Like I have like a bookmark for LibreWolf set up and just haven't followed up on it yet. So many things I want to transition over to. Oh, okay. Hopefully that's the only thing I forgot to do. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it. And actually, I was reminded that I should look into LibreWolf as I was starting up the stream. And I was watching Miss Jackie like off on the side, while and her stream just kept like stopping, freezing, stopping, and no one in the chat was saying anything about it. So it's like this is clearly a me problem. Um, so it's just like, do I have a resource issue? And I pulled open Task Manager, and Task Manager says, "Hey, all that memory you have, Google wants it. I gave it to Google. Was I supposed to do that?" I swear Chrome consumes more memory by the day per tab. Like the same number of tabs somehow eat more and more and more as it goes on. And this is with their somewhat recent update where it puts tabs to sleep if you're not watching them. So I don't know what they're doing. It's way too active. It needs to stop. Though I can't blame Chrome entirely for that. Most developers have this problem where they've gotten very greedy when it comes to resources, because they figure, oh, well, everyone's machines are more and more powerful. Everyone's got all this RAM and all this CPU power and all this storage. Use it all. It's like, no. Like, can we go back to making like programs that were efficient in how they used resources, please? It's not great. It's complete will for ignorance. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a challenge that people don't want to take up. Like I found that optimizing my programs was actually a fun puzzle, and apparently I'm one of a few that find it to be fun. Oh well. I am like I was just distracted by the sound. I'm a little curious how Spotify decided. What is that? How Spotify decided that this was related to Aurora. I guess I can hear it, but how did Disney end up in Spotify's playlist? Curious. I would expect Disney would want all the money for that. Then again, I never watched Frozen 2. I don't know if it's any good. Oh, well. But, yeah. Oh, there we go. Back to Aurora. Apparently Spotify knew I was judging it. let's see. Um, so yeah, I promised I was going to try and make some improvements on the stream since even though time is short between Monday and Wednesday, and so aside from some formatting tweaking, I did enable something, but haven't had a chance to test it yet. And currently, only the moderators have the ability to use this. But I did enable quotes. And fair warning, Rayu, you can't, if you were holding on to anything, you can't, like, at least as far as I'm aware, you can't backdate anything. So it'll just automatically attach the timestamp of when the command is used. So, as a matter of fact, I'll quickly send you the commands in private chat, so you know what they are. Your text, yeah, and then yeah. Enjoy your lurk. Oh wait, I already had that message up. For some reason, I looked up just in time to like reread Oberon's first message. So yes, I hope you're having fun in Baldur's Gate. That's not where I put that, but I'm sure it can be there. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, that's the general syntax. And I think I need to double check it. We're gonna experiment with it on the fly. Yeah, but I think the ability to fetch quotes should be accessible to anyone. I think it's only moderators that will be able to add at this time. I'll expand that in the future as I see how things go. So yes, feel free. I know I've said some sussy things, and you've probably wished for a chance to record those for later. Why is my computer making me look off to the side? What is going on today? All right, good enough. Sussy Boof, I don't know what you're talking about. Not anymore, anyway. I've already expunged that memory. It's gone. Where was I going, though? So yeah, I did add those in. We'll see how they work. And yeah, let's see. So naturally, I haven't had a chance to do much more. And I still haven't figured out what I want to do for the birthday stream aside from stream on that day, which I did add to the schedule underneath the window on the 27th of May, which is a Tuesday. And I am going to start that day a couple hours earlier than usual, at least a couple hours earlier. So I think I'm going to try and start at 6 and still go to 11-ish Eastern time. Might start earlier depending on what ideas I come up with, but I at least wanted to lock that much in. And I also made sure that the work knew that I was taking that day off, so shouldn't have any conflicts. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see what's gonna do. Hi, Shabby. I see you brought the dozy gulls in. Yeah, it is so bizarre that like they're in sync in the chat application that I use on the side, but the chat box here, they're out of sync. Delicious caramel onion. The burbs. I hope the rest of your day was going well, Sheppy, since after your stream. Unfortunately, like wasn't able to pay attention to the end of it because of my meeting ran over. So yeah, like I switched. I looked back over and was like, oh, that's not a Sheppy anymore. Oh, VR. Cute. He's working on it. Ate a huge lunch, took a nap. Feel like a princess today. Nice. That is actually a good. That does sound like a real nice and chill day, actually. I admit I felt kind of lazy today. I didn't do as much as I usually do. Which is to say, I did a lot and just not too much. But yeah, I am sure that in tomorrow morning's meeting, when I say what I did today, my boss is probably gonna have words with me. I did review something of his as well, and popped in some comments on it, so I did something that he wanted as well. I just also did a lot of other things that other people need, and I don't really want to hold them hostage. Not today. Worst case, I can join VRC in desktop mode on Friday. I see. Had your last Spanish class today? Congratulations! Or is it felicitations? Felicitation? I think it's it. Along with one more class. Now just the final and some assignments. I hope you wrap up your assignments well, and I hope your final goes smoothly. Buena suerte? I don't know Spanish. I've got maybe 12 words in my entire Spanish vocabulary. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. I see you're fainting. Your fainting spells, for you have seen someone's rump, and it wasn't mine. I don't know if I'll make a rump emote. I've considered it. Maybe. Maybe later. He's the right phrase. Excellent. Nice. Hawa? That's a good question. Maybe I should pack away the Easter emote for now. Then again, it's not like I have too many other emotes at this time, so maybe I'll leave it in there just for the fun of it for a bit. But the Easter emote will probably be the first one to get put away in the bubble wrap as soon as I actually do run out of slots. So, but yes, I do have emote commissions that are open. Yes, the skibid egg. Does anyone actually use the previous iteration of that other than I think, is it Guh? I think Guh uses it. I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, that'll be the first one to get packed away. Because it is a seasonal one, honestly. Feels like one anyway. Even if Easter goes on forever for poor Under. I cannot imagine living in a community where that has a holiday that goes on for almost 2 months. Jeez, that's too much of the year for one festivity. But then again, I'm not. I didn't grow up in a Christian or Catholic family, so. Well, I shouldn't say that. The family was Christian, but they're more of the Easter Christmas type. until a certain awkward time where there was a decision to try and convert me. My act is squeaky clean already. Don't know what you're talking about. Hey. Fine. We'll leave that topic behind. Hi, goat. Welcome in. It's a cute peek emote. Let's see. Where are we? So today we're going to get lost in the mansion again. We are going to see if I can get through the days faster than, 1 day per hour and a half of real life time. I like to get through at least 3 days today. Which I feel is a bit weak as far as a goal goes, but I am easily distracted and I have a bad habit of checking out all the details. I posted one of my previous days on Blue Sky, actually, the most recent one, day 3. So we're gonna try and double the length of what I've done so far today. You could, if you wish. Here you go. Boop. You can find me there. Oh, interesting. The formatting doesn't look as good over here. Oh, but then again, the columns are adjustable here. As long as it looks good on Twitch, that's really all that matters. Oh, well. Let's see about launching the game. Steam, where'd you go, Steam? Why are you being like this, Steam? I'll check that out later, Terry. I just saw your message on Discord just as I was about to close it. About the Jurassic Quest. Thanks for sharing that. Bread. Yep, the tubes of you and the sky of blue. All right, there you are, Steam. I was gonna say, there's no way you didn't start. How did that sneak in here? Okay. I think I see what was consuming resources as the stream was starting. It was Steam. I'm not... There was an update for Blueprints waiting for me before I could start it. Running with the wolves. Exactly. I admit, I'm not usually given to running. I'm more of a slow and easy pace. But I can take off on a sprint when I need to. And it's a lot of fun surprising people with that as well. When I suddenly just take off and you're like, I didn't know you could move, let alone that fast. There's a Babis speeder running around on my... Aw. You have a bunny with some zoomies? Running with the wolves. Set this as the game. And then switch to that view. To the Dogu Bomb. Oh, a spider? I'm gonna have to leave that one to you. My arachnophobia will not handle that well. Yeah, actually, one of my friends was also talking about wanting to get a spider as a pet recently. And he actually sent me a video, and I was just... And, like, I saw, like, a glimpse of it pop up, and I immediately was like, delete for both of us. No, thank you. He didn't get it yet, but what he sent me, all I saw was it was mostly pinkish, like pinkish lilac. But yeah, it was too close to the camera and the thumbnail for me to handle. Like, I can kind of deal with it when it's at a distance and I cannot see the detail of the spider, but like the closer it is to me or the more detail I can make out, nope. No. Oh my gosh. There are things in Elder Scrolls and well, the entire Elder Scrolls lineup that I do have some trouble with. As a matter of fact, like the first dungeon-ish that you encounter, or you reasonably encounter in Skyrim, like has a giant frost spider. Like I ran out of the corner and saw that and just noped right back out of the room, and I cheesed it to death. Like that thing was just boom, dead immediately, and I was just like, can't deal with that. Not returning ever again. So, yeah, you should definitely leave the speeders alone. You should play Grounded. I've seen some of Grounded, and like the game looks like it could be good, but I don't No. I don't know if I could manage. Alright, so let's knock the volume down. Because the music in this game is more ambient. So I'm going to set it low so we can hear sound effects if necessary. But I am going to re-enable this Spotify. There we go. Yes. I do want to get, that's something I should get set up in the future, song requests, and give you guys some control over the music that's played in stream. Like, that could be fun. Let's see, for someone with no arachnophobia originally, I'd say they had terrifying arachnophobia settings. They improved it, so it's okay. If it has arachnophobia settings, that would be helpful. Return. Because like Satisfactory? Yeah, that's the game. That one apparently has a arachnophobia mode as well, which arguably might be worse. Where it turns all the like spiderish creatures into like these skittering cats. And rather than making the hissing noises, they like make these really weird meows. You don't like kittens? Yes, the most satisfactory of kittens. Let's recalibrate this while I have a chance. There we go. I felt like I was looking in a strange direction for some reason. We return to the manor. Okay, yeah, my tablet is over here. Oh, I should have started. I'll start Paintbrush when the time comes. Yeah, for granted, if you set it to the highest phobia, it was just literally floating white eyes with a butt. That sounds bizarre. True arachnophobia mod that completely removes them. If you even did want to, I do want to play Satisfactory at some point. I wouldn't mind. I do appreciate the challenge of having an enemy there. So I would, I don't want to just absolutely remove it. It would be good to just replace it with something a little less skittery. Or, maybe just make a few changes to it so it looks a little less spider-like. That'll be enough for me. Admittedly, my arachnophobia isn't as bad as some people's. So, like, I can keep a tight lid on that screaming panic alarm, to a point. But it's still sounding. Two dead ends and a way out. An auspicious start to this day. I'll take the corridor. The mod rebalances with other enemies, so not just removal. Okay. Okay, that works then. Yeah, rebalancing is good. Nothing useful here. I think there's a setting to have the spiders with less legs to play around with the phobia. Okay. That's kind of cool that there's a phobia slider, actually. So you can just do minor tweaks. So, like, if that's the case, I could probably do something where it just turns them into, like, four-legged versions, and that would probably work for me. Then it would be more like the Tektites from Zelda. Which, those actually don't bother me. Let's see, the Nook is a good corner room, as is the pantry, though, if I want some coinage. I might want the coins at this stage. The keys are usually needed in higher ranks of the house. Yeah, that's no different. I wish I can examine the contents of these shelves. But I cannot. 4 legs is a setting? Awesome. Because then they're just Morrowind creatures at that point. The chapel, the West Wing Hall. So it's still a hall, but I've never had this one. Unfortunately. Oh, actually, you know what? That wouldn't be a terrible idea. That'll keep our options open. Yeah, let's do this one. So show your previous days. Oh, good point. You did request that. Let me. Oh, why are the windows boarded up here? That's curious. So yeah. I'm not going to linger too long in this, but I will show you what I've got here. So yeah, as you can see, day 1, not too shabby. You're probably more interested in the map that's behind me though. There we go. So yeah, as you can see, not too bad for day 1. But I ended up with just ending up with no more doors out, so I had to call it a day. Day 2, not really any better. So, but it was more densely packed at least. And day 3, that one, I started the day by just basically plowing forward as far as as fast as I could. And when I got to the spare room, it was locked. And then that's when I just started expanding out otherwise. So I opened the secret passage just for it to be locked as well on the other side, so not useful. But yeah, eventually, I just ran out of passages. So yeah, not too shabby. Yeah. And yeah, day 1 is the one where I actually had the most items, and therefore the most wasted potential. Unfortunately. But it's okay. I learned some of what to expect, and I'm better prepared for it. Let's see. To be honest, it sounds more scary in my opinion than seeing a spider that has only 4 legs. Dude, that's a good point. Maybe some other modification would be useful, but just something that separates it from the concept of spiders. Spider is a good idea. Let's get up to the guest bedroom here. Yes, no spoilers, and that's why I was dancing politely around what you were offering up in chat, because I didn't want to accidentally learn anything. I like that you say it's time now, as if you couldn't have done that earlier. But it is time for laundry. Although I just did my laundry right before the weekend for leaving for the festival, because I wanted to make sure I had clean clothes and my pick of outfit to wear. Nothing to interact with the drawers. Let me grab this gem. Convenience. Cute. Ball. All right. What does this say? Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. Curious. This implies that the visitors understand the nature of the house. Okay. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Signature I cannot read. Interesting. Okay. That's So this wasn't like some hidden mystery then. It may not have been widely known, but he entrusted the some of the secret with some of his friends, visitors. Though I suppose if you have a repeat visitor or a visitor who talks to others, it would be hard to keep the secret. So you kind of would only want to bring someone here if you trust them to some amount. Just had questions that I refuse to Google. Yeah, Google, that's like the far distant last resort. Rejected the notes idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been keeping notes. Like I transferred everything from the paint pad that I was using last stream into Notepad, so that I can work on a clean page today. So we have a patio and a veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Spread gems. Oh, I can't get the veranda if I wanted to. Spread gem in each room. That would give me a few gems, I suppose. And it's not a dead end like the utility closet is, so let's give that a shot. I've never had the patio. Yeah, that third room is expensive to play too, so doesn't surprise me. Ah, see, I wish I had the shovel. This is the closest I've gotten to this side yard so far, since it has a locked gate out there. Although this is nice. Oh, yeah, if I ever get a shovel, I'm definitely coming back here. It even comes with a huge grill. Maybe a smoker? Or a combo? Gems. Yep. So, in certain rooms, the shovel, yes. So for the most part, they will look like that. Although there was that one rock over by the campsite that did not look like that. So there should be, if I understand this room correctly, there should now be a gem there as well as in the guest room. So if I pass through here, or if I need gems later, I'll go and grab them. Passageways, I can't afford the passageway. The bedroom becomes a dead end. The chapel's the only one that lets me pass through. Oh wait, no, the bedroom doesn't become a dead end. It's the other side. Yeah, let's do the bedroom. I don't really have a use for the chapel right now, and don't really want to be just throwing my money away if I don't have a reason to be there. I'd rather get this these movement points back. Wait. Did I misunderstand the patio? Spread gems in each room. Each green room. Okay. I misread is what happened. Up in Twitch on TV and you're under live chance. Aw. That's actually kind of cool. Because I know I'm small enough that I don't honestly expect to show up in too many feeds, recommendation feeds on Twitch. Like Nebula would sometimes say, why aren't you like appearing in my live channels list? And it's because like Twitch only shows you so many, live channels at a time, and it's going to show you the biggest ones first. I kind of want to go through the den next. Keep things open and get a gem. Ah, yes, the ads return. Like the green room specifically, or in rooms that are highlighted green? Rooms that are of the type green. So you'll notice that around the rooms there are colored borders. So the patio is a green room because it has a green border. And like here are the green rooms I've discovered so far. So yeah, it put a gem in these if I were to play that room. Which they're kind of useful because they do these rooms have modifiers on them. So yeah, the hallways are all like brown rooms. Bedrooms are all purple. Shops are gold, yes. And the red rooms are ones that like cost you something to enter. Or just have some sort of detriment allegedly. So, although I don't recall there being a detriment to the lavatory. Aside from it being a dead end. Curious. King runes being the outline green. I can't hear reply due to... Oh. Yes. Terry trying to be helpful from behind, from ad purgatory. Hopefully you just don't have too many of them. Aw, thank you, Rayu. Thank you for rescuing Terry from further ads. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, these are all good ones. Yeah, unfortunately, getting a sub if you're mid ads doesn't stop the ads unless you know to refresh the page. Otherwise, the ads are like, well, we've already got you here. Why don't we just finish it out? So yeah, but yeah, if you become aware that you got a gifted sub by paying attention to the counter that should have appeared in your notifications box, then you can just hit the F5 and skip the rest of the ads. Tricks you learn. Oh, it looks like the ads just finished. Do I want a key or do I want 2 items? The key also lets me pass through and potentially make my way back toward the rooms that are in this area to the entrance hall. Whereas a closet is almost going to block this way off. I have to go back through. Let's do the closet. I acted like Twitch was crashing onto you, then refresh the stream. Yeah, there you go. So what do we get? A gem and a key. Useful, but not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for something like a shovel or a die. You know, something that gives me an ability. Oh well. 3 keys in the garage. The parlor, which would just dead end me. Oh, these are all dead ends now. Boo. Let's see. I guess I could trade a gem for 3 keys. If I manage to get to high enough ranks, those will be useful. So. Yeah, let's, and the puzzle game in the parlor would likely give me gems, so let's do the garage. It's a new room as well, so I can add it to my discovered floor plans. Tape? What's this? Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. The Babbage? Babbage's, like, machines? Adding machine? Calculating machine? Also, wasn't I promised some keys? Where are you hiding them? Oh. You're not hiding them. They're on the key rings. Where they... Ooh, what's this do? I didn't hear anything other than a click. Just in case. I don't think this game is going to be loud enough for that to be a problem. Hi, Under. Welcome in. Doesn't... Oh! In the circuit breaker room, there was a switch for the garage. I think that might be related. Although it looks like there's power in here. So why isn't this working? Do I have... I can't hold it down either. It's just push. Okay. Let's knock the volume back down so we don't get surprised. Bottles. Swan Song. Huh. Interesting choice of license plate. And hood ornament. Can't open that. It's almost a shame that there's all this detail and you don't really interact with really much of any of it. Okay. So that makes us a dead end. So I should make my way back out to the entrance hall. Yes. But is he still investigating the garage? Oh, no. You smartass. No, I have left the garage. We're on our way back to the main hall to start a new branch of rooms. Let's go here. They really keep trying to stymie me. Let's just do a pass-through. Any trinkets for me? No? No? Alright. The chapel is the only one that lets me continue through. All right. I guess I'll pay the tithe. Is there anything hiding in the pews? No? I look forward to learning more of what to do in this room. All right. So I could try the commissary and hope that 3 coins is enough to get something useful. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. With clock without lock? Clock without lock. Sure. I don't think there's anything in the garbage ever. But I'm gonna keep checking in case. Okie doke. What's for sale? I can buy a gem and that's it. Sledgehammer. I just want to know what the sledgehammer's for. That's all I want to know. All right, let's spend them. All right, that was sad. Sad. If I do the secret passage, I could make it lead me to a green room, which would then give me a gem. So it would pay for itself. And it would also be aligned with the entrance hall. Maybe. Yeah, I think I should. Although the utility closet would potentially give me the option to do something about the garage. Let's try my luck and not do the utility closet yet. Oh, yeah. When you're not, when you expect the shop to be manned, you think it's just doing nothing. Nothing hiding there. So yeah, I would like a green room, please. Please don't be locked. Oh, good. Curious. Oh, aquarium. Special cost bypassed. So that's cool that both of them would connect back to the entrance hall. So these are both good. 2 courtyards though. I've got 3 green rooms available, technically 4 if you count the aquarium. Actually, no, it should draw from all 8 potential green rooms, so this is annoying. Yeah. So I'm really tempted to do the aquarium just because I haven't had that yet. I'll do it. Fish. With little rooms. So you just flooded some rooms. Oh, key. I'll take that. Got quite a few keys now. Oh, a laundry room. Cute. Currently that seems to be all there is to this room. It is a really nice room. I like the detail that they put into the tank dioramas. This would actually be a chill room to hang out in. Like you'd probably put a couch here in the center. Open says me. Kitchen, which is another shop. I don't need more keys, but I also don't have any cash to spend. I don't think I've unlocked the kitchen yet, though. Thank you, Terry. You are correct, though. I should probably have some water. Yum yum. Ah, fresh from the fridge. Oh, and a stretch too. Helping me stall for time as I ponder which option to take. Ora. feel everything grinding. Oh, I definitely have one vertebrae in my neck that, vertebra in my neck that, probably need to get poking in the right direction. Doesn't feel right. I'll get that taken. I'll get that a look taken at that later. Whatever the grammar is for that sentence. Yeah, let's do the kitchen. I've got enough keys, and I would like to just kind of get this as a discovered room. Oh, that'd be kind of cool for a kitchen. Just this big open window, especially with that view. We have a doggo? A big doggo? Oh. And we actually weigh out his food? The Mount Holly kitchen menu. Banana, 2 coins. Club sandwich, 8. Chef salad, 5. Today's main course, stuffed wild quail. The main course is served only in the dining room. Ah, I see. That was the room where if we got up to rank 8, then it would serve dinner for us. All right. Oh. The dinner is worth it. Local Mount Holly delicacy, served atop of a plum agdu with roasted potatoes, bacon lardon, and wild chive. Sounds potentially good. I'm afraid I don't know what aigre. I don't even know how to pronounce that word in French. But I have no idea what that sauce is. Probably some sort of puree though, plum puree. But 20 movement plus maybe an additional 10. It's not too shabby. But you do have to unlock those rooms. Bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Can't open the fridge. Someone left a cup in the sink. They could have washed it. They could have washed it. Nothing waiting for us in the oven. Although, why did they leave the light on in the oven? Oh well. Alright, I don't think I can interact with anything in here. Yeah, like nothing. I don't see my icon changing. Oh, it is still Aurora. Alright, let's continue on then. Security. Oh, I don't have any more gems though. Oh. Well, that's the end of the day's run. Because this is my only open door, and the only 2 rooms that I can afford are both going to be dead ends. Oh well. I may as well use the breaker box then. Oh, the garage was off, even though the lights were on in the garage. Curious. Let's just turn that off as well, even though it didn't unlock security. I have plenty of movement still available to me, so let's make our way back to the garage and see what changed by turning on the power. Curious indeed. Most curious. Yes. Wee. Go through here and yeah, I wish to continue straight through. then it was through here. All right, so the power's on. Oh, it's green now. Yay! Cool. Can I drive this somewhere? I've got all the keys. No? Okay. The game has found its music. I did a thing. It's curious. Like, there are walls there, specific walls, pretending that I've discovered those rooms already. And yet the ones that I have actually built do appear here. So this gives me the impression that these rooms just kind of are here. And every time we draft one, it just swaps the room out with another one. So there's like placeholder rooms. That's very interesting. So what's here? Oh, there's a lot here. Can I go through here? No? Here, I see. One moment. We have overlapping musics, so I'm going to pause Aurora and actually listen to the game music while it's here. Some clarinet music. I could have drafted the garage anywhere. So would they have to move the driveway to wherever the door of the garage was, as long as it was on the external side of the map? And how would that impact the grounds? Which does give me the impression then that the grounds are largely empty if they can just rearrange the driveway through them. Don't question it, dot hee hee. Yes, yes. Not allowed through. But this is good. This means that I didn't have to end my day abruptly, because there is still more to look at. Or, why do I have the yawns? You know exactly why you have the yawns. Because you're a sleepy derp. Always. The draft might only appear when you're close to the edge of the house, maybe. Yeah, perhaps. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Okay. This day is officially progress, then. Is it bad I already missed playing Blueprints? No, it's not bad at all. That means the game is good and you enjoy it. You were kind of like on the fence as to like whether you thought the game would be a good fit for you, and apparently it is if you find yourself missing it. Creak. Oh, have you finished with your dramatic music? It seems so. I thought there would be something hiding in the water, but I'm not even allowed to enter the water. How unfortunate. Missing slat. Okay, music's over. We're going to bring back Aurora Borealis. There's quite a few of these bird baths. What's in here? Oh. Oh, interesting. Special floor plans now cost an additional instead of that. Oh, that would have been useful to have much earlier. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms drafted. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Interesting. So I should stop here at the very beginning of the next day. Because these are, now that the garden is permanently open and this is going to reset, like this is essentially a day-long buff, I guess. I get my choice of 3 random buffs. Okay, this is unnecessarily too much yawning. So, I guess it doesn't really matter because all of these impact rooms that are drawn, and I can't draft any more rooms today. So, I'm just basically pulling one for the sake of taking a peek inside, really. Let's take a look at the shelter. Maybe I should make a yawn counter. Dramatic music. How dare you? Trying to play music at the game every once in a while remembers, oh yeah, I could have a soundtrack. Canned fruit, canned water, vitamins. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Someone got trapped in here? And they had to wait for someone to just draw the card randomly once per day? Huh. Curious. Tell you if I figure out the shelter? That's not at all what that says. Let me read this again. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals that seal the network mainframe. So, someone's coming by, and we've sealed the network. Probably to prevent them from having access to it. Across the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Oh. I see. Part of the plan was for them to be here and for them to basically just remove this room from the pool while they're still in it. Not that they're accidentally trapped, but someone was asking to intentionally get trapped in this room. That's, I guess, another way to interpret that. But then I wonder, what are we sitting tight for? It is a shelter. However, you're not going to last very long if these are all your supplies. Time lock safe. Yep. Apparently it's not time. Okay. I can interact with the terminal. The Mount Holly bomb shelter. Time lock safe, radiation monitor, and login. Still don't know the password for logging in. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Enter an unlock date. I don't know what date it is in game. So, do I just use real life? I'm not allowed to, I can't type it in, I have to, and I can't, there's no wraparound. April 31st. I don't know what the current in-game time is. Hold on. Let's go back. Radiation monitor. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If the reading is 12 microsieverts or higher, emergency protocol will initiate, and all doors in the house will completely unlock, or automatically unlock. Sure, take a measurement. 0.05 millisieverts, or microsieverts. Which is nowhere near 12. Curious. Oh, curious. I bumped my elbow into my side desk. My scribble desk. Alright. Is there a clock in here? Because 1 hour of real life time would be a long time to wait. Hi, Grammy. Welcome in. What? I wish there were a clock in my inventory. Well, I've got plenty of movement, so I could just go outside and take a peek at the clock tower. Which is a good ways out. So the time is presently 2:20. $2:20. Let's go set this thing ahead a little bit. Alright. Button. There we go. So 2:20. It says at least 1 hour. So 3 o'clock is less than an hour away from 2:20. So I guess 4. Doesn't mean I have to wait. All right. Though the fact that it includes a date makes me wonder if it's supposed to be real lifetime still. Okay. The problem is that means I need to kill time rather than just ending the run for today. Can you get that in analog format? That was analog format with the hands. I swear, some days I just end up with all the yawns and I don't know why. So what else can I do in the meantime? All I have are keys, and I've explored all of the available rooms of the mansion today. I guess I don't really have anything to wander to. I should just go. Just take a look around, check things out, and kill a bit of time. And make sure I don't accidentally exhaust myself of steps. Yeah. Fish. I don't know what most of these fish are. But this does look nice and chill. Do you think he prefers Diva more than Onion? Oh, I thought there was a gem. I was gonna start trying to figure out how to get it. Oops. It happened. I guess the question is, who feeds the fish? The same people who have been stocking this place with fruit, apparently. Is there anything that I can do here? I never did figure this out. Wait, which was the one where, like, if I press the button next to others, it would change the color. No idea. Zero clue what yeah, not sure either. Variable alternating current or whatever. But yeah, all I know is that you can press them to get different colors. You had to have them all set to one. Yeah. So once they're all green, then you can start turning them blue, apparently. And then a red one next to a blue one that you push becomes purple, but it also advances the green to blue. Hmm. Do I turn them all to blue, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I can, actually. That's where I said, forget this, I'm done and left the room. Yeah, I already did that once. But now I'm killing a little bit of time until I get to... until it's past 4 for that time release safe. So if I want to change this to blue, I have to click the blue that's next to it, which of course changes that to not blue. And I think this is where I ended up before, where it was just like going back and forth between colors and not actually making any progress. Which has me wondering, what am I missing? Can I turn them all to purple? Purple, almost. Dislike. Wait. Oh, it's so close. Well, now I ruined it. Still. Just about that shelter, though, I must figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna go and check that out in a moment. Actually, you know what? It's probably close enough. I thought I saw something. I probably just need to figure that one out. Well, duh, but I need to figure out what the rules are for it. Because, like, I know the rules about push buttons to change color of light, but what are the goals? An aquarium, yes. Hi, Wags, welcome in. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even check the clock. Oh, it's only 3:30. It's not yet 4. We should be getting close. Oh, I'm gonna turn on Spotify though. This music, while it is playing in the background, is fairly quiet and chill and sleepy, we'll call it. Game settings, volume. Put that down here. Wait, I could know. Actually, hang on. Let me go through my. If you know it, then that is excellent. But don't share it. So we are still waiting on this to unlock. While we wait, have a quick stretch. Oh, my chair did not appreciate how far back I was stretching. Oh, I've never heard it make that noise before. Secret bunker. Just a wee bit, yes. Not sure what the purpose of it is, except for, I guess, it's a panic room. It's a hiding spot. This panic room needs a clock. And this computer needs a clock. This just needs a clock somewhere in here. So, obviously I won't tell you what I... Good. But I remember screenshotting things I was confused about. Maybe something had the clues. Yeah, there was an Atari that I saw a picture of, and I was wondering if the colors on that were related. Still won't open. Maybe it's not 4 yet. Canned veggies, soup. Canned fruit. Canned water is still the strangest one to me. Kind of makes sense, but still. Is that a strange shadow? Or is it actually painted like that? I'm curious. I would love for this thing to just automatically pop open on its own without me having to interact with it. I'm pretty sure I might. Did I just hear it? No, I must have heard something else. Oh, it was the sound of the computer clicking. Right, because it's probably booting this menu off of a disk. Back when computers didn't really have much in the way of memory. So time lock safe. I don't want to risk accidentally locking it by bringing this up again. Because something tells me it's just going to stay... it's going to reset itself to midnight on January 1st if I look at it. Riding my chair, something to watch later? Yeah? So I'm worried that this is actually real lifetime. And if that's the case, it's 9:23 now, and if it has to be at least an hour in the future... So 10:23, but this thing only lets me go to the whole hour. So I'd have to wait till pretty much the end of the game. This game isn't that meta. Good. Except for the problem about the date. I don't know what the date is. So maybe I just can't get in the safe because I need to find yet another clue. A clue to the date. Is there anything that could give me that clue? Sure. Wouldn't be a puzzle if you could open it first try. It wouldn't be a difficult puzzle if I could open it first try. Huh. Okay. Oopsie. That thing is happening. Sometimes you get them done first try, no hints. Just... Yeah, I get lucky from time to time. Today was not one of those times. Sorry, I was looking at the cans thinking that there might be a pattern. Yeah, I think I just have the wrong date, and so I need to figure out what that correct date is. And if that's the case, there's nothing more for me to do this day. So I think I'm going to end this one and move on to the next day. So I didn't get as high into the mansion as previous days, but I did permanently unlock a section of the gardens. and gives me one of those outer rooms. Yeah, no items found. Lots of new rooms, though. Okay. Sure. Save and continue. It's a new day. I'm going to expend a few footsteps to go and see if I can open that room up. Hi, Frets. So I understand everything about the putter rooms. So what do we get now for options? Root cellar, hovel, or tool shed? Ooh. The tool shed guarantees me some special items. The hovel reduces or modifies the cost of the gem rooms. Oh, happy belated birthday, Frets. Dinner was nice last night. What do we get here? Shovel? Yes, I like that. And a slapper. The sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. So I wouldn't need to expend keys. It's just the two, though. Okay, let's get this day started and see if this is useful. I see the plank bridge is gone, so I can't access the spot that used to be the garage. Oops. That's been happening a bit today. I think I'd mentioned in the past that I have sleeping spells. I am a dozy. I never did set up that counter. I do have the Forgore counter still active, though. Let's see. The nook, the bedroom, storeroom. The storeroom is the most valuable, except for the fact that it doesn't let me progress. Let's use the bedroom for now. It's free movement, after all. And then... You really want me to hit a dead end already? Jeez. A stretch? Probably not a bad idea, actually. Oh, I don't have any gems. I can't purchase that. So I guess let's get more items. This is not a great start. Okay, now I have a gem. Ooh, and a die. Nice. Being able to reroll the floor plans will be useful. Okay, we have items. Let's crack this open, and while I'm deliberating, I'll do that stretch. Oh, maybe the parlor. Because then I can get another gem, and I can proceed. The storeroom would just be another dead end, even though it would give me a key and a coin in addition to a gem. I could also reshuffle these if I think I have a better chance elsewhere. Yeah, let's use that, actually. Not the greatest idea. Oh well. I guess we'll do the chapel because it lets me through and I don't have any coins, so I will not need to tithe. Careful with eating that, Terry. You know, you don't want to choke on it. Make sure you crunch it up properly first. Oh. How unusual. Apparently, I am in need and the church has decided to offer. There's nothing hiding in any of these alcoves? No, I don't see anything. Oh. I didn't know the dye had only one use per day. Well, that was a waste. Let's crack open security. Oh well. Anything over here? No? Nothing special in the coffee? Keys? The car keys? Wait, these weren't here before. To get me to use them. All right, I would like to go to the keycard system. The settings. We're going to set this, change the security level. Let's set it to high. Yes. If I get the breaker room, then I can disable all these doors. So that's a big if, though. And I've yet to find the key card. I can always come back through and change it, so why am I fretting? Confirm. And offline mode, I wish for you to be unlocked. Yes. And then we'll go back and return. Let's see inventory. Okay, I have left nothing behind. And exit. So, all right. This way goes south. The furnace. You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. That sounds problematic. The den would give me a gem, though, and that would be useful. So I'm going to draft that one. Or draw it. I already drafted it. Gem. Who's just leaving these gems laying around? Oh, what's this? Sledgehammer was useful. Ooh, more gems. Nice. Nice. Can I bash everything? Bash the fire. Bash the clocks. Bash the swans. Apparently not. Adjust the rarity of floor plans in your house. All right. Yeah, let's crack open the conservatory. I see. This is what they mean. In the conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. So, parlor, drawing room, or utility closet. You may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. That's cute that it gives me the dimensions of these rooms as well. So they're not perfect squares. May draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Or the breaker room. Do I want the utility closet to be more frequent? Something tells me I might want it to be a more regular appearance. Oh, I can adjust all three? Oh, I thought I was only going to get to choose one. Standard rooms are of the garden variety, not common enough to be a nuisance and not rare enough to be elusive. Okay. Unusual. Reserved for the floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the frequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. Rare flora and floor plans are seen so seldom in flora. Interesting. And represented in so few numbers that they are considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens will never be seen. Commonplace. Does it always choose 3 rooms at random, though? So it could be a while before I can adjust these back again if I tweak them in the wrong direction. Sure. Let's leave that at standard for now. The drawing room is currently commonplace, and the parlor is also common. We'll make the parlor a little less common. Much less common, actually. But not entirely uncommon. There we go. I had to confirm. And the drawing room... I do need to finish figuring out the puzzle that opens the safe in this room. If the answer is even in that room. Which it may not be. So I actually might leave that I might move that to standard. Because I want to see what other floor plans there are. Okay, let's do that for now. And I think I can still come back and adjust those during this day. Drafting locations. West Wing only. Garage, West Wing. Oh, I see. Okay, so the garage will only ever show up on the western column of the map. Good. That makes sense, because then the driveway only has to interact with a few things over there. Hi, Darius. Hello. Welcome in. What are you bapping Darius for? Her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. Curious. Okay. And the West Wing Hall. I guess that makes sense. It's only in the West Wing. Same with the East Wing Hall. So her ladyship's chamber may only be on the west edge of the house. The master bedroom may only be on the east side. Curious. The conservatory is only draftable in a corner. Okay, good to know. And the bookshop is only draftable from library. Okay, that's good to know, actually. That is good info. And that's the kind of info I should probably record, actually. So let's bring up my notes. Actually, I'll do these on the screen for now. Aha. So yeah, everything that was on the paint tablet that I had scribbled on last time, I converted it into text and put it in here. So we'll leave the chapel down there. Let's see. Conservatory. And yeah, so we got some drafting locations. West Wing only. Garage. West Wing hall. Her ladyship's chambers. Or well, the one chamber at least. South facing. Oh, from south facing doors. Can only draft from a south facing door. And then east wing only. East wing hall. Master bedroom. And then other. Conservatory. Only draftable for a corner location. And bookshop. Only draftable from bibliothèque. Save that. Okay. Yoink. And then we'll go back over here, which is going to has the Spotify music been muted this entire time? And the game has just been really quiet for you guys? I meant to make a new button for that. I'm a derp. As I say, silence is golden. Yeah, that's why you probably have me muted. Have been paying attention. Yes. Oh, there's music now. Is there anything else to be seen in here? Something tells me the master bedroom probably has something to do with that statue over there. All right. So we wish to, like, I don't want to get bottled in yet. So let us just do a corridor. Make our way to the other end where it's always unlocked. Muted whenever possible. Ha, you wish. You wish you could. The Nook would lead me back to security. The secret passage would let me control what I see next, but it would also potentially be locked, and I don't have any keys. Let's get the Nook. I need some keys. Nothing else hidden? No? All right. The pantry would lead me back to security. The hallway would give me another way out. Yeah, let's do the hallway. So that was open. What's this? Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked, which is false because this is written on red paper. So the doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. That's unfortunate. Because I am in the East Wing. Well, almost the East Wing. The courtyard's not a bad idea. It's just a pass-through, but it does leave things open. Let's do that. There's so many diggable spots. I forgot I have a shovel. Huh. Yeah. All right. A turnip. I just eat it immediately. I could go back down to the conservatory and dig in the spot that was down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it would cost me 8 steps to get back to here, though. Maybe I should save it for when I'm on my way back out. Maybe. All right, no more spots to dig and nothing else to do. So let's go this way, I guess. The planetarium. So I can get more stars. The commissary. I do have some coin. These are both good options. Let's do the commissary and see if there's anything that I can actually purchase. Dirigiblocks. What do we got? Gems, a set of gems, a key, or an upgrade disc. Upgrade disc? What does that do? Well, I have enough coin to buy 2 gems and that's it. Let's save the coin. And continue across. Ooh, the dark room again. Which might be the way to go, actually. Even if I can't see what I'm going to be drafting next. 0. Yeah, I figured it's going to be like that. Storeroom. Okay. I could use some supplies. And a key. And a gem. A fishing rod. A little duckling. Or whatever that is. Ah, something in my eyeball. The balls of eye. They rebel. Yeah, that's still set to the same time. I guess it sells upgrades. I don't know what an upgrade disc actually does, but it's the word upgrade. That's all I can give you. I'm glad we got that key. I don't know what I'm selecting. Ooh, this is a new room. The archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. So is it just going to choose like 1 or 2 instead, huh? That's unfortunate if that's the case. Wow. What do we got? Dead end, dead end. Something over there to look at. I want that utility room now. I should go back to the conservatory, change its probabilities to be common so I can turn the lights on in the dark room and be able to see some shite for now. For once. Oh. What's that? What do we got here? And we have a couple of it just automatically brings it out? That's so cool. Yes, this is going to be very useful. Huh. Okay. Oh, let's put this over here. August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marian Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, her debut effort. She was... Wait. Why is there a comma after debut effort, as if they're going to tell me what it was? And then the sentence is just cut off. Sus. Super sus. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. It's a clipping. Yeah. But, they could have been a little more faithful with the clipping. I demand. Thank you, hand tracking. January 27th of the 86. So about 5 months later. Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. Oh, so he was the one writing the red pen in the journal in the bunk room. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. I see. Anything useful? No? Just a gentleman or two approaching her as she's finishing a book in the garden? Or speaking to her? Curious. Okay. Oh, there's another page, yes. So January and then November 11th of 86. Oh, okay, so 10 months later, not even, or 9.5, Red Prince. Yeah, actually that name sounds familiar for some reason. I wonder if we encountered that in one of the previous days. Twitch, why is my bitrate unstable? You stop that. I haven't dropped any frames, so at least I'm good on my side. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Questioned. I can see why it was Red Prince if it's Red Guard. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them as a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. So, doesn't sound like a rogue employee if the charges were dropped, now does it? Sounds like potentially a false accusation. This paper is bordering on yellow journalism. RLCF. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Hmm. Royalist losers can't fuck? That's probably it. November the 17th. Unknown year. Probably roughly a week after this one, though. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality, Marion Marigold has announced a split with her longtime publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, who Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Oops. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Oh, that's unfortunate. Red Guard coming for you now. Come get me. Not afraid of some royalist pigs. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Huh. Interesting incomplete snippet. So, Manning and White at press function. Okay. Is there anything else in this room that's interesting? Looks like there's a stairway down behind them, as well as going up the other way. So they're going up a few ways, actually. So they're essentially just in a long stairwell right now. I don't see anything else, any other useful information at the moment, though. Okay. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the... Waved down a local... this is a strange clipping. It's incomplete. Like it's cut out in a really weird way. So the third major something last year is anticipated. Charged by the Crown. Manning was the last person, maybe. Expected to last up to something with grand treason. Sounds like things aren't going well for Mr. Manning. February 22nd of the following year. So what is that? December to January. So 3 months later. No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Uh-oh. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Wait, Trinsdale? Did they say Trinsdale here as well? Oh, they did, and I just misread it earlier. Okay. Tea room at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. That's some information I'm going to write down. Actually, you know what? Hold on, I'll take care of that later. Let's continue reading until I run out. September 2nd, the Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Have I been picking up and spending contraband to work my way around this house? That's going to be awkward. Also, she's got a swan necklace, so she's not the same woman that's in the portrait that has the moon necklace. Should be making use of this whenever I have a chance. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensics experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. This is the first time the authorities have ever had a chance to look in here? Interesting. Could explain why there are so many gems laying around, right? The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. Seems potentially true. Because honestly, how would you unload jewels that are part of a highly known collection? Like, as soon as you give them to someone, it's known that you're the burglar, or you are directly related to the burglar somehow. So yeah, it'd be very difficult to fence those. Look at the constabulary. Mucking around the place. Oh, and they've allowed the commoners in, the common riffraff. These plebs. There's nothing particularly interesting in this picture, though, at the moment. All right. Oh, we've run out of pages. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my notish padish. I'm going to switch back over to this view. Yes. And let's go back to the beginning. I'm not going to write down everything in here because that is not necessary. I am going to write down a few key details, though. Yeah, this should be good. Newspaper clippings. So, 22 August 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Marion Marigold equals, and I forget the name, we'll check it later. Let's see. Book 1, no, book 2 equals Swimbird. I've noticed something on the last page, but not saying what. Okay, good. But I will take a peek when I make my way back there to see what it might be you've noticed. All right, so now I can do this. 27 Janvier 86. Swimbird, author, never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes of Herald Staff. Writer. Oh, not of, but Herald. There we go. Jeez. And book 1 equals Red Prince. I also only just noticed it before you ran back to the first page, so no prior knowledge. If it is a hint, assuming you notice as well. Let's see. Statements been held skepticism as many pundits viewed like thinly veiled. Pundits think this book is a political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty, zealotry. That's a good way to put that. I need my notes. My notes. My notes. I just realized the game's like kind of dramatic drone the entire time I've been here has been overlaid on whatever's coming out of Spotify. It's probably throwing all that music off. But it does mean that if, you know, someone was trying to do an active copyright strike on my channel, rather than looking, because it's not going to be in my VODs. The music won't be anyway. The Spotify music. Like, their fingerprinting probably won't land on anything. Which is one of the reasons I was like raising an eyebrow when I saw Disney roll through my Spotify earlier. Let's see. 11 November 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard and questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White among several persons of interest in Trinsdale bombing. Killed for last Tuesday. I'll look up that date offline. Because they're giving me a full date, I could actually look that up in the calendar to see what day of the week that is. So, in case that knowledge is necessary. Although no group has come forth, RLCF, aka the Children of Blackwater. Interesting. Swimbird, Red Prince, Blackwater. Oh, actually, you know what? Insurgent group is that. Ruffington Press, streamers. I think employed at Ruffington Press. I don't know how many of these details are going to be useful. I'd rather grab them now before I lose access to the room. Maintain the popular author and Mr. White. Oh. Author, Caleb Manning, and his publisher, Philip White. There we go. Victims of unfortunate circumstance. There's just an odd amount of attention drawn to that phrase for some reason. It's publishing house defended rogue employee. Years ago, associate editor. No conspiracy dropped. That information feels unnecessary, though. Whoops. Let's see. 17th of November, 86. Thanks to context clues. Marigold drops publisher. Marion Marigold. Split with Ruffington Press for personal reasons. After the arrest last week, yes. Caleb Manning, referred to as her mentor, friend, confidant. No. It's the third puppet writer distance themselves. Okay. I was mistaken then on my thought, realizing it now. Who knows? I'm still gonna go look. See in the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down, local search major. So he's charged with the crown, Manning is the last. Curious. It's a little extra space there in front of the word charged. Right in front of my face here. Which has me wonder if maybe there are some additional words on the left that were cut off. It's unusual. But there's not enough information here for me to do anything useful with. Because third major what? Suspicious bag probably indicates the whatever is holding the explosive for the bombing. Bombs. 22 February 87. No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones. Equals Marion Marigold. Get rid of that. Let's see. Last seen 3:45 p.m. On Friday. Yes. Yeah, and then I can look up that date later. After lunch date at 100 Bell's Tea Room, extra O's, in Trinsdale. Never arrived home. Never arrived home. Driver missing. Did the carriage return home without its driver? Very concerned. Not foul play. Out of character. Seeking information. Why is this page just empty? All right, this is the last page of text. And then we can get on with it. All right. 2nd of September, likely 87. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum hoist. Actually, let me put a question mark next to the year. 87? Yeah. Until I can prove it. Museum. It's a museum of nauseousness, apparently. Nausea, sorry. Thieves in the royal capital. Royal capital. Fen Ares. It's kind of a cool name. Crown's favorite exhibits, lavish rooms. The title already says what was stolen and from where. It's not until today. Local police. Yeah, nothing useful there. And then they mention alerted middle of the night by reports. Let's see. Masked intruders. Entered south. Oh, breached. Interesting. Breached south wall. Armed. Your south wall. Middle of night. Armed. Broken easy subdued. Subdued. Royal Guard. There's so much effort to. This is me rushing my notes. I do documentation as part of my job, so yeah, taking notes is something I do a lot of, especially since I don't have any like my memory is just not there, so I had to get good at taking notes. It's about the only way I can remember things half the time. Subdued Royal Guard. Disabled security. And vanished. Burgled. Ruby Crown of Orinda Ares. Crown jewel, whose material worth, historic value. High historic value. Politically motivated. Cool. Notes. Screenshots are easier. Yeah, you're probably right, but I have a bad tendency to delete my screenshots accidentally. So you're taking your time. Yeah, there's no reason to rush in a puzzle. So, one last look through here. You thought you saw something, you thought you might be wrong about it, but you know. You should always trust your instincts. Okay, no one really looks familiar in here. There's a lot of people right up against the police line, though. And a lot of people inside the police line. Nothing really jumps out at me, though. Okay. We have collected notes for potentially later. This security door is locked by... Oh! We found our first security door. Okay. Also, what items do I have again? Shovel, sledge, keys, magnifying glass. All right. So, we can go any way out of here. I do want to go. Oh, the dark room is near. Oh, but I need to get to a utility closet, which I think I left as standard, but maybe it's worth going back to the conservatory to increase its probability. Yeah, maybe. The problem is then I'd have to go back through the dark room again because the only exposed entrances are here. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 if I get absolutely lucky. Which is, I guess I have enough movement for that. Pretty sure that change doesn't take effect till the next day. Oh, really? Oh. No. In that case, why waste the movement? I had another reason to go back there. Oh, and that was for, like, there's a digging spot in the conservatory that I missed. So, wait, did I miss them? Yes, I missed them because I got the shovel in the closet, I think? Yeah. So, All right, well, if it doesn't take effect to the next day, let's not waste movement points. Archive floor plan. Oh, I see. Library, though. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Is this just a masked floor plan, though? Well, it is masked, but is it one I already know? But the library is new. I think I want that. Yes. Ooh. Nothing written in the book. This book's almost for glowing. What's this? Additional Jeez, I'm not used to the magnifying glass yet. Oh, and I also just realized I should switch back to the game mode. Do that. And how dramatic. The house directory is a great resource for information. Oh, yeah, I already knew about this. And game settings, volume. The drone needs to get quieter. Because it's not even musical, it's just. So it gives a little ambience at the beginning, but it doesn't. It gets old quick. I think it just hides what the plan is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. And it could be anyone, including one I already am aware of. The thing is, it said confidential, which made me think, oh, this is a secret one that I'm not supposed to see, and therefore I've never seen before. But yeah, I think it's just masking it. Just in a different way than the way the dark room masks floor plans. Mount Holly Library book request form. In library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Ooh. Please select one. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Ooh, we could see what's in Swimbird. The Fixed Stars, which I think was in the observatory. Or maybe it was in the planetarium. It was in one of those. The History of Orindia. Was it Orindia, not Orinda? By Caleb Manning. So that one could also be interesting. EPCW Pump System User Manual. That sounds like it could be particularly directly useful to the manor here. Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest? Drafting Strategy. I might leave that one for last. The Red Room made future rooms this day have one confidential or so Room states. Was it all of them? I thought it was only from the archive. Mm-hmm. Let's grab Swimbird. My name is Simon P. Jones. Spish. The above signee is responsible for all materials checked out using this form and understands new requests cannot be made on days in which a previously requested book or periodical has been pulled. It's not be made on days. Oh. So I can't read a book and then request the next one immediately on the same day. It's going to have to alternate. That's annoying. That's a wee bit annoying. It just draws things out unnecessarily. Can I go up? I can. Mount Holly Records. Temporal Records. Oh, these are my records. See? Yep, the game is reminding me that you take, on average, an hour and a half per day. You're slow, is what it says. Steps taken, keys turned, gems used, gold spent, stars. Total rooms. We've drafted a bunch of things. Puzzle records. I haven't found the billiards room or the dartboards. I've solved every parlor I've drawn. And that's it. Okay. Alright, well that's cute. Just looking to see if there's anything else that's just like lurking around in here. So yeah, someone is sneaking in during the day, or yeah, during the end of the day to pull out whatever the book is for me. So it's waiting for me next time. Mount Holly's scrapbook? I was just curious. Wait. Oh, right, it was on the tree that wasn't cut down. You cheeky gits. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir on the November 5th. His gaze is piercing. I'm inclined to think that Reddington is not where Mount Holly is, because the mountain is a very distinctive shape. You think they would put that into their postcard, but they don't. Next time I play and I get this room, I'll see what the longest day is. Last time I looked at my rooms draft, it was over 2,000. Oh my gosh. There's your date. There's my date. That's just when I was named the heir. My favorite floor plans. Can't seem to ever pass it up. I do like the den. It's got a lot of openings and a gem. Most drafted room, den, bedroom, chapel. Most paid for, commissary, security, courtyard. Oh, I see. Most time spent in archives, entrance hall, security. Fine. Yes, I did spend a lot of time reading and documenting those articles. Contraptions I've made. I'm looking forward to that. Commissary receipt, a gem for 3 gold paid in full. My largest purchase. Okay. This is cute. This is very cute. The reason I'm looking through it is because, you know, sometimes in the cute things, it will hide, like, yet another little thing. I used to have the security room as my can't pass it up. If I actually, you know, had this house and could keep this room, I would probably be, like, glued to this telescope many nights. Maybe one day the nursery. Most avoided floor plans. Imagine that. One of my top most avoided floor plan is the nursery. Mm-hmm. It tracks, doesn't it? Yeah. Huh. My paper clips are suspicious, but I'll leave those alone for now. All right. Well, that's all. All right, that's good to know. So, but that does mean that I have exhausted everything there is to do in this room. Whee! I'm glad I don't have to rotate the camera myself when going down that. Okay, so we could break out into the hallway then, which is this way-ish. Where do we go? Oh, yeah, you were right. They're all archived from now on. Okay. Servants' quarters. Interesting. I wonder if there's a purpose to the aquarium aside from being just a wild card color for bonuses.
Slorpin, glorpin, clorpin, whoopin, doppin, thorpin, morp.
Is it morpin time? Oberon. How goes your questing, Oberon? Aquarium, or do I spin the wheel of archive floor plan? Did you have fun questing? Thanks for stopping in afterward, too. Let's pull the confidential floor plan. I'm curious. Is it the dining room? Conference room. It's a new one. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Oh, interesting. Centralized inventory. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Useful. Cute. Everyone gets their own notepad and safe code 9083. If only this wasn't a lie. Jerks. But what's written on your pad? Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. It could still be potentially useful. Conference room. Notes moved to office safe. Passcode is not. And then what was that again? 9083. 9083. So the reason why that is potentially useful is because it's possible I might get something that gives me some clues to what the safe code is without telling me outright. And it's possible the clues might lead to multiple solutions. And having that info can help me eliminate one of those options. It's a big if. There's no way I can know if that could actually happen. But it's better to be prepared rather than, to have missed on this information. Let's see. I'm too elderly to play deep into the evening like you kids. Oh, it's amusing getting called a kid. Fun fact, I used to try to rotate while going down the stairs until I stopped. Yes. I was experimenting on my way down to see what would happen. Still haven't solved the code, then again, I never had a real chance. Meh, you may have had a chance. West Wing or Archive? Not sure. I got the gems. Let's try another confidential. Ooh, another new room. Al-Zara. Oh, I definitely want to check that out. Let's see, anything else? Can't turn that on. Blocks, games, backgammon, checker. Ooh. Yes, please. Check out all the coinage. Someone left their winnings behind. 16 coins. I could actually afford something useful in the shop. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. This one will be fun, you say? All right. I look forward to it. But be right back. Hurrah! I believe I'm back. Although I do need to restart Spotify because I do need to fix that button. Thank you. How prove it? Hi. I am Wolf. I push buttons. I make noises. I'm not AI. I'm not smart enough fit to get an AI running. So I am hardly stinky. After all, I wash my hands when I'm done. So see, now I'm cleaner. There is a lot of stuff in here. Another radio. Hi, Ojika. Just got back from a chaos draft at Just Games. Nice. I'm not a stinky werewolf. Was that for wait, you said chaos draft. I was about to ask if it was like a popper draft, but because I thought that was what was happening on Wednesdays before. So, did you have fun? I can't play records. Can't interact with most things yet. Bucket. It was supposed to be a weird stipulation draft where everyone draws 2 cards per turn, plays 2 lands per turn, but the TO forgot about those rules, so that... Whoops. You're not stinky with them, why is it stuck to you? False accusations, alternative facts, fake news. It's all that. So, so it seems like the chaos part was that the chaos was forgotten. There we go. I think that should be settled. So, Al-Zara. The normal degree of chaos is there since everybody brought random packs. Okay. That keeps it interesting. Oh, this is called the Rumpus Room? Cute. Oh, shoot. I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. I just realized I had the volume down. And you find yourself face to face with the great Al-Zara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I figure I can read it out since you can't hear him. My bad. I'll fix that before I try again. I see a boy. A boy standing on a shore of white sand. He's looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. Yeah, room 46. Oh, cat. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you've been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Al-Zara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say. I wish this game had more music, so I had a reason to leave the volume up. That was a time for notes, yes. So let's record the key things that he mentioned that, stood out. So you can see what I'm doing. Al-Zara's Scrying, we'll call it. It's not really a prophecy. So, black cat tied to red flag. Wind blows, but flag doesn't move. Door marked with rogue moon, in quotes. Waning crescent moon with hole in with hole. Is locked but has no key. He had a good voice as well. Oh, he did? Oh man, I'm really annoyed then. The problem is the music isn't interesting enough for a stream because it's just constant droning, and it's like it's not even really interesting enough to listen to if I was playing by myself. Wait, stop that. So that's really annoying, honestly. I wonder if maybe I can find some sort of music that actually pairs well with the droning. Maybe. Or I wish it had different sliders for the volume so that I could... oh, what did I do? I deserve that. I wish it had different sliders for the volume so I can control the music to put that down and voices or sound effects to put them up. It's all just one slider. For such a nice game, it's a surprising oversight. I don't get it. Anyway, where was I? Door marked with rogue moon, waiting crescent, has no key. I'm not going to bother saying there's a boy in a white sand shore because that's me looking for something that isn't there. So 68 more newspapers. You may think 69 newspapers is nice, but I assure you it is not. You'll leave me bruised. There's a reason I put a timeout on those. And one scrying per day per draft. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. I do drive a hard bargain. Because I hold all the cards. 117 newspapers final. All right, Paperboy, get out there and deliver those. Don't come back till they're all gone. All right, so let me just put the game's volume all the way back up. It'd be nice if I could just replay him, though. But I cannot. Which means you better have been listening the first time, because you're going to have to wait until RNG twice over blesses you. Give you a few months. Shouldn't take you that long to get rid of 117 papers. No, it won't let me replay. There's no interaction anymore. Unfortunately. So, I botched it. At least I got the notes. And a lot of coin. Fish. Alright, that's everything to interact with in here. Yeah, let's proceed on and see what's south of the Rumpus Room. Once daily or how often you get it? I think he said once daily when drafted. But I did write it down as once daily per draft as well, because I was going to test it out. Worst case is I get the room and there's nothing to do in it if I draft it a second time. We've been having fun getting these archive rooms, and we're in the corner right now, so... or do I want the extra movement? I might want the extra movements. Because if I decide I do want to make my way back down to the conservatory, it's a bit of a haul. It's a wee schlepping. Yeah, I think I'll do the guest room. Well, you could go 5 days without getting him again. Yeah, it could go 70 days without getting him again. Probabilities are a bugger. Flan. Sweet dreams of flan. What do we got over here? Quick notes. Oh. Did I draft the guest bedroom yesterday? Because I already read that. I don't need to deal with the security room or find the breaker box anymore. I can actually open the door myself. Nice. Mount Holly, 57188. Very nice. Okay. Praise be RNGesus. It's a nice skylight. Even though we're on the first floor. It's a cute dormer anyway. There was nothing else around here. See, it's so silent now. It's either silence or droning. All right. However, can start hear some of the droning again. So the archives are there, which had the locked door. Let's try going north of the conference room and see if we join up. Ooh. So the garage is interesting because then I want the breaker room again so I can turn the power on to the garage door. Because I have the car keys. Though I can't imagine they want me to leave the estate. So maybe the keys just mean that I can just search the car. One way to find out. First, let's grab these keys. It's always a little different, I see. Is there anything else just laying around? Swan Song is an interesting license plate custom plate to get. Yes, Mrs. Babbage is still annoyed with us. Bleach. Very festive bleach. At least with that font. Okay. I don't really see anything else laying around. So let's see if the keys work here. They do. An upgrade disc for whatever that does me. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of the flip. Ooh, and I have security unlocked, don't I? Can never remember if it's current run or not. So I do. So there's a terminal there, and I think there was a terminal in the commissary. So, okay. Nice. This is going to be a good run. This day 5. I don't believe I'm actually going to... can I open... Oh, yes. I nearly forgot to check. I don't believe I'm going to, win on this day, but it's good. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today. But you never know when the cat will want to get some air. The cat. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Am I doing something? Or... So yeah, whoever this was is doing something shady. All right, more notes. Garage. I'll get the name in a moment. So drop off address 14227 Sandy Lane, I think it was. Sandy Heights. My notepad is covering up the left half of my screen. Never tried opening. Sorry, you missed out. Wherever there's a place you can put a key in, definitely jab it. Admittedly, it's an unusual trunk, but we're not used to this kind of car. But you'll know for next time. Let's see. Referred to Baron Sinclair, Berenstain Bears, as the cat. Which has me wondering if that's related at all to what Zoltar, what's his name is? Alzara. It has me wondering if that's related to what Alzara said about the black cat tied to a red flag. So south edge of Trinsdale, okay. And let's see. Ms. Babbage called about Christoph. So Christoph is the name of the person that was likely for. Christoph to deliver goods in trunk to doesn't really matter. To address. Mrs. Babbage is on to his gallivanting. All right, it's good notes. Third time this month. Gallivanting after after his third disappearance with car. All right. Save. I'll deal with that later. To be fair though, I can't really read cursive. It seems a lot of people can't anymore. I guess they don't. I guess it's not taught anymore. But yeah, this is as clear as block print to me. And there's gonna be a lot of cursive in this game because that was the way people typically wrote. It was often in script. All right, so garage is a dead end. Therefore, I have to go back around to the archives. So through library and up. Oh, good. The security door is on the north side. Yay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and it shows how common it is with the lights. Interesting. Kitchen, bunk room. I don't have anything on modified bedrooms, so. Or archived floor plan. I might do the archived one. The kitchen would allow access. The bunk room's a dead end. So let's go with RNG. Oh, it's the pantry. So I get some more coins. Good for that trip to the commissary. Ooh. And I get a few more steps. Nom nom. I was attempted by my mother. I know a few words. Oh, your mother tried to read it for you? The planetarium doesn't really give me anything except, 2 extra star points for that perk if I find the observatory again. And only if I end my day in this room. Which is potentially a bit of a haul back. Although I do have enough energy for the day. And I don't have any gems, so... this is my only way out. Yeah, right, we're doing a spare room. Planetarium, I've never seen that. Oh, it's quite nice, actually. There's not a lot to do in it, but it is nice. Yep, I've got keys. Lavatory, secret passage. I don't want a dead end. I can't afford that. So we're rolling the wheel again, spinning the wheel again. Ah, the dining room. Not useful unless I manage to get up three more ranks. We are on our way to being boxed in. Don't forget about tea. Don't forget about your upgrade discs. Yeah, I won't. I definitely want to use that. And was that permanently upgrade? Nice. Yeah, I definitely will be looking to upgrade. Man, this has been a really good run. Do you even Triforce? Deer? Was that there before? It must get real awkward having your head stuck through a wall all day. But there was nothing in here. So, we sally forth. The planetarium again. Curious. The nursery, so another 2 dead ends. Oh, wait. I can only afford the planetarium, so that's the end of the run. Well, the end of expanding, I should say. I've got some other things to do before I actually call it a day. So yeah, this is what the planetarium looks like. Nice starry room with a model of, which may be moving in real time, probably isn't, but a model of whatever the solar system is. And if there is something that happens when the planets align, you'd be waiting for a long time. Looking at how slow the outer 2 planets move. So, but yeah. Otherwise, this thing is that, and there is a document here that describes the different constellations by their number of stars. And these constellations are important if you find the observatory. Yes, the planetarium. If you find the observatory, you'll find that you'll be able to get a buff from whatever constellation's available for whatever number of stars you have. The star points are apparently permanent. So I've got 3, which means I would discover whatever the slice is. I can't recall. Like, that might have been like a free key, something like that. Oh wait, no, maybe that's what Clavis is. But yeah, each one of these gives you something. So like the North Star, which was the first one I had, it just gave me a free coin. So, but that's only if I find the observatory, which I haven't, and now I won't be able to. So, found the observatory, but not the planetarium. So I need to go around, and then when I get to the archives, turn left. Oh, the dark room's forever dark. My magnifying glass is forever useless. I pout. Because I wasn't able to turn the power on in the dark room. Oh well. Yep. Rest in pepperoni. I'll still I still have business in security and the conservatory. So, yeah, so we'll make my way through the dark room and then turn right and continue south. Okay. I've grabbed the observatory like 11 times. Nice. Oh, it's so frustrating knowing that there are pictures here that that have special details in them that I could see if I, with my magnifying glass. There's no point in saving the coins. Maybe I'll pop into the commissary while I'm up here and see what I can buy for 19 coins. Just in case it happens to be useful. Can I hold 2 upgrade discs at the same time, do you think? Yes. That was a very good run. Very good run. All right, so continue on 2 rooms to security. That gem would have been useful. Yeah, it would have been useful earlier. But still a very good day all around. It was a GG. So, oh, it even reminds me, like, hey, you could put a disc in here. You can put a disc in here. This thing right here, you can put a disc in. All right, let's do it. Floor plan upgrade program. Yeah, that's true. I can't spend the gems now, but I could have earlier. Oh, it selects one at random to upgrade. Storeroom data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. So I could double the keys, I can double the gems, or I can significantly boost the coinage. It's a toss-up between the gems and the coins. Because I often find that when I go into the shops, I don't have enough coinage. So this would certainly help me start making use of the shops more frequently. Whereas gems I don't really struggle with. Not too much. Yeah, let's do the coins. Is this the upgrade you want? It is. This floor plan has been successfully upgraded. Lovely. Yeah, exactly. Before the planetarium. What do we get this time? The parlor. What are you going to do with this? Parlor data has been found. You have a chance to upgrade this. Oh. So I could either have the prize be 3 gems instead of, I think it's usually 1. I can get 2 chances in case I'm dumb with logic. Because I'm pretty sure, like, the boxes in the room have a fixed layout. So I don't think it's going to be something where I can open 2 boxes. After all, the rule said the prize is in only 1 box. Funeral parlor. prize is equal to red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in funeral parlor, lose 30 That's interesting. That's a really interesting gamble. So the funeral parlor could be useful if I've been putting things down like the chapel or the dark room or the archive. And I don't screw up the logic puzzle. Or I can go with a guaranteed 3 gems upon not screwing up the logic puzzle. And if I do screw up the logic puzzle, then I just don't get the gems. The funeral parlor is more interesting. The parlor is safer. The 3-gem parlor is. What do I do? I certainly like the challenge. It is a tough call. Well, expected value of 3 is honestly not too shabby. I don't know how many red rooms there are, but it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to put down that many, in one spot. So, hey. I see. Trying to put me in that casket in the funeral parlor? Oh, that was your second newspaper. I think you have 67 more to deliver. No, wait, it's 116 now. That's right. Alright, we're just going to go with the one that has the fixed price. Successfully upgraded. Nice. Cool. That is useful. Very useful. Now let's go to the conservatory. So through the den. And go left. 115. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Coins! Oh well. I already had enough coins. Oh, but also while I'm here, do I wish to... Well, now that I've upgraded the parlor, I think I want that to be more common. Let's put that back to what it was. The drawing room. I've been making this one more common only because I want to be able to solve the puzzle. And I do like the idea of being able to have one reroll on the plans. Oh, good point, Terry. I should do that. Toss a coin. I'll do that after I'm done in the conservatory here. I will play The Witcher on stream at some point. The full series. 55 inches. It's not a big room. In the utility closet, I think I want that to be a wee bit more common, it turns out. We'll do that. Well, we're going to make this one less common until I'm ready to deal with that puzzle. Okay, yeah, let's lock them in here for now. Doing the Witcher reference, what did you think? Oh, I know you were doing the Witcher reference, but it reminded me of something else that I should do before I end this day. So there's nothing more I can do. I've already done all the diggy spots that were available to me. Yes. And I'm pretty sure I've got enough movement points. Let's go back to security and just double check that I've actually picked up everything that's available to me. If it matters. State inventory. Yeah, I've picked up everything. So, okie doke. Alright, so we shall leave then. Go out through the den. Yeah. I did not make it to my goal of 3 in the day. Do I want a quick hint? Yeah, I'll take a hint from you. And I will not toss the coin to the witching well before hearing the hint. Instead, I shall hydrate. Yeah, so you can make a wish. I don't know if it does anything. It hasn't done anything yet, but figure if I have extra coins and it's the end of the day, doesn't hurt to just toss them in there. I lose them all when the day ends. There's a use that you've seen before for the magnifying glass in security. Oh, I did say I wanted to do that. That's right. The first time we encountered security, I was saying I wish I could have looked closer at these monitors. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you, thank you. This one's security. So. Swan song. It's the frickin' license plate. Why would you put the password on the license plate? Okay. I also wish I could have used the magnifying glass in some of these monitors. Thank you for the reminder. That's a good hint, because it was something I was already considering and I just forgot about it. So, let's see what happens then. Swan song, all caps. Password accepted. A little different, but I remember this sound. So we find out the system for the core network. I wouldn't have said anything if you hadn't seen it. Staff services, remote terminal access, electronic mail. Data transfer, glossary of terms. There's a lot of stuff in here. Ooh. It's weird. Why are you doing that? Why are you being like that? Punch in, punch out. Has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly. They're still doing work here, though. They're leaving food out for me, and someone is taking care of the library books for me. So, as of November 4th, yes. And all domestic staff has been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more detail. Okay. Staff announcements. November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. Sneaky. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. Aw. That's cute. The staff of the manor actually are like left something for me, letting me know they want me to succeed. Stargate Atlantis, I go now. A request to schedule change. Okay, temporarily disabled. Special orders. If you'd like to get a special brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. They can take 1 to 3 days. Would you like to order? Ooh. So I could tweak what will be found in the commissary then. It would be useful to make sure to increase the probability of coming across a magnifying glass. Sleeping mask. That's a little worrisome. Yeah, I'll do that. Just take 1 to 2 days. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I want my magnifying glass back. Approve. That doesn't mean that I can afford it, unfortunately, so I need to make sure I go there with coins. Yeah. Which is a good reason why, good thing I've upgraded that storeroom. 10 coins. There we go. Let's see. So that's staff services, remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere in the estates. No other terminals are currently connected. Office, laboratory, and shelter. Does the shelter terminal only become available if I... Of course. They're not going to exist unless... Oh, wait. I shouldn't say of course. Because there are security cameras in these rooms that are currently monitoring them. So the rooms exist. But they apparently exist in a state where I cannot connect to them. Curious. Why does my tracking keep pretending there's a hand there? Because that's my hand. Whatever that was, wasn't. I'm curious. Maybe they just shut down at night. Yeah. That reminds me. There are still people in this day and age that shut down their websites after standard business hours. It's bizarre to me. What's in the email? The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Okay, that makes sense. It's in the office only. Sure. But it's good to know what's out there. Data transfers from Cinca are not currently available. Huh. Curious. I thought Cinca was the last name. You might be doing double duty. Glossary of terms. Interesting. There are terms I've not yet discovered, and they don't want me to know about it because then I would probably be able to imply some things about other rooms I've yet to draft. And then Sinclair is the same as the company. Cinca is his company. So, okay, yeah, that's what I thought Sinclair was the name, but... Oh, okay, so Cinca Heiress is just basically their way of saying this person who will inherit the company. Okay. Adjoining. Yes, I understand. Archive floor plan. Hidden from view after drafting archives are considered archive floor plans. Yes. The room. One of the most common types of rooms typically used for resting and regaining steps. Violet borders, yes. Calling it a day. Anytime, and yes. So, a blessing. A blessing is a persistent benefit that lasts for several days. Oh, it's not permanent, but it lingers. Typically bestowed from shrine after an offering of gold has been made. I need to double check next time in the chapel if there's a shrine in the chapel, or if the shrine is a separate room. Curious. Color. Violet for bedrooms, orange for orange? Okay. Like brown to me. For hallways, green for green rooms, imagine that. Yellow for shops, red for red room. Cute. Blue for blueprints, default type. Okay. Yeah. Draw. Pretty sure it's... Draft pool, draft kings. Not sponsored. Don't go anywhere near that. Stay away from gambling children. As well as the gambling children. They're shysters. Not to be trusted. The draft pool is total collection of currently available floor plans. Yes. Drafting dirt. Yes. Dirigible blocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigible blocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Geez, arcade cabinets really are a problem to repair. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Oh, cool. So they're going to update the game at some point where we could play it. Didn't say anything half an hour ago, but yeah, I saw that. Thank you. Yeah, that was part of the reason I was ready to wind down the day. Directory, dig, dead end. Yeah. East Wing, entry estate, exhaust, floor plan, gems, glossary of terms is in the glossary of terms. Curious. Entries marked will become great. Okay, it's yeah, exactly. Points, green room. So outdoor areas, yes. Wait, what? Naturally synergistic with one another. Okay, I see. Grounds, hallway, house, history. You may wish to view the previous layouts and room config. Oh, I see. That's what that is. So what is house? Okay. I'm just looking to see if there are any entries that are new to me, but I'm not going to read all of them. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory. Mechanical. Is that just what it says it is? Often heavy in mechanics, often contain control systems, elements. Okay. Okay, so they just have a symbol on them. Network. Oh, the estate is connected to a local network named Blackbridge. This network allows users to remotely connect to other active terminals. Okay, so it is a LAN. Okay. Permanent, rank, rarity, redraw, red rum, reset, security locked shop, special floor plan. Slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. Oh, I see. Exciting. Special items, spread. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across. Oh, that thing. Right. Stars, terminal. Tomorrow, trunk, upgrade, west path, west wing. Okay. That's good to know, though. Yay! Again, thank you for the reminder, Rayu. Now, let's get out. Oh, wait. I have coins. Well, nothing in here appears to be a shrine. So the shrine must be a different room. Or it's hidden from me at this point, presently. Okay. Figured I should test that theory while I was aware of it. All right, let's go out. Let's toss a coin to my Witcher well. I honestly don't know what this does, but I'm not going to make use of this coin anyway. Can I make it to the planetarium? Good points. Thank you. I forgot I drafted that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can just barely make it. Thank you. Thank you for paying attention for me. Let's go through the den of iniquity. Then straight up till we get to the courtyard. Yep, that's still dug up. Through the dark room and the archives. It's unnecessarily dark in here. And I think it was, yeah, north. And then just continue on until we can't go any further. There we are. Thank you for the reminder. I do want those 2 extra star points for whatever 5 will be. Southern Cross. Don't recall. If I ever find the observatory, I'll know again. All right. So we will end the day here. Besides, I can only walk through one more doorway before apparently I will collapse from exhaustion. So, call it a day. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Oh. Oh. There aren't that many of those. That was a very good day. 25 rooms. Much ground covered. Still made it quite a ways up. A very dense pack as well. Found lots of items. And still uncovered lots of new stuff. That was a very good day. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly. That was more than 50% of the way there. Ordinary villa. What? Ah. Hi, Wags. I didn't deserve that. Well, maybe. Okay. Noise. I thought you might. I'm very glad that I got that, actually. I've noticed that, Wait, I did click it. Okay, there we go. I know that people like to have a way to harass the streamer. Okay. So, let's head back out too. I didn't achieve my goal of 3 rooms today. There we go. But I did have a couple of very productive rooms. So I'm not complaining too much. But yeah, it's gonna take me forever to finish this game if at this rate, isn't it? I do think the rooms will go faster as I get used to them, but you know, lots of new rooms today, lots of new things to explore. I'm only gonna get through 2 rooms next week. Calling it now. Actually, next week, Ryu, let's do a redeem at the very beginning. I don't redeem a gamba at the beginning of the stream, and give it like half an hour. We'll say to give people time to place their bets, and we'll ask them like, how many rooms will I get through that day? Like 2 or 3. So, and yeah, we'll give people a chance to get some points. Thank you. I do want to start making use of the gambas more frequently to help people amass points a little quicker. So, and I think that'd be fun anyway. Although I need to be better about remembering that it's there, and calling it out and coming up with ideas for it. Like maybe on Monday when we go back to Outer Wilds, we could do some. Maybe we can consider a gamba or 2 with shorter windows. Things like how many components will he damage when he lands on the next planet, whatever landing is considered, or how long until his next death, stuff like that. So let's see. But yeah, I'd be curious to see, or maybe even what will be the cause of my next death. Actually, there are only a handful of those. We could probably make a perpetual gamba that we just keep recycling. I'll have to consider that. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. We took lots of notes today, too. Admittedly, I suppose the archive did take a lot of the time away. Though I'm kind of glad, actually, because I would have ended up rushing through a 3rd day tonight. So, probably worked out in my favor. Really? Oh, I should have... It's too late. Should have muted the ads. Now's not a great time for those. My bad. Yeah, it's the time when I should be getting to sleep. we know I won't be getting there quite yet. Yes, I'm glad the sleeping spell passed though earlier in the stream. I was a bit worried about that. Like I felt that settling in and starting to like grab my brain and crush it. I was like, oh god, no, not now. So, insomnia's a bitch. But yeah, occasionally it gets you. You just have to you do your best to make sure you're at some place where when it does strike, it's not a problem. So, but yeah, thankfully I managed to shrug it off somehow. After a few walking into the walls for a little bit. Oh, I just hope I wasn't doing that for too long. I'll have to go back to the VOD and take a look. I'm pretty sure I caught it quickly enough each time. Sure, yes. So yeah, the next stream is Monday for Outer Wilds. And I don't know if I really have any other news besides that. Do I? Yeah. Yeah, I already announced everything. So, let us find someone who it'd be good for a raid. I still want to I'll stick to people I'm following for now. And then I can maybe expand out my list of followers. Let's see, who do we have that is a comparable size? Which, to be fair, is not very many, because even the smaller streamers are bigger than I am. But still. Let's see, Wizred is playing Mahjong Soul. Shay. Ron Zuko is playing Zenless Zone Zero. No, we'll skip that one. We rated Kuta last time. I shouldn't rate him again immediately. Jericho's playing the new Elder Scrolls Oblivion remaster. Oh, Under is streaming. What's Paladins? I don't know what Paladins is. Maybe we'll go and harass Under, I think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's go harass him. Now we need to figure out what do we harass him with. 52 adverts at a time is really quite annoying. I thought YouTube was... I would be quite surprised if you got 52 adverts. They are limited to 90 seconds for the entire commercial break. Wait. Is it still? I'll have to double check that setting. I'm pretty sure I limited that to 90 seconds. It was either that or 3 minutes. I'll double check after the stream. But even if it were 3 minutes, you shouldn't be getting 52. Though I do know you are given to exaggeration. Yeah, it does feel like it, honestly. Commercials are just interminable. That's the word. Anyway, Doji. And we'll go with this one. I mean, if they were good like the commercials of the 70s and 80s, I didn't... Are you still singing 70s and 80s commercial jingles to yourself? I was afraid you were going to try... afraid you were going to stick some of those in my head on the car trip. As it is, the Folgers jingle, like, still is, like, echoing in the back of my mind. Thank you for that. Thankfully, I've already forgotten the other ones. Let's see. How'd they fit this fighting arena in the mansion? Yeah, let's go with this. What do you guys think? I think I might go with that. Because the game that he's playing is... It looks like it's a deck building, like, run and battle type of game. I have never heard of Paladins, so this will be interesting to see. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go hit him up with this raid message. If you don't have those emotes, use whatever brings you joy. Whatever you like. And, yeah. And I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Oh, I should start the raid. I keep doing this where I say goodbye and then start the raid. And then we just sit there and stare at each other awkwardly. Yeah. Thank you for being here. And for watching me stumble around the mansion and scribble notes forever. I had the drawing tablet set up this entire time. That's what I kept knocking my elbow into. And I didn't need it. But I'll have it each time. In the meantime, though, yes, have a good night. Rest well if you're going to do that. Or enjoy the rest of your evening if you're just going to chill for a while. And I will see you on Monday night.